Roll for Crit presents How to Play Pixel Demon's Realm in 5 minutes or less or more. Realm is the competitive card game of magic, rituals, and demons. Designed by Jared Saramago, Matt Dunn, and Pixel Demon, and published by Pixel Demon Studios. In Realm, each player begins with a hand of 5 ritual cards, 1 personal demon card, and 1 secret pact card. Your goal is to complete the conditions on your pact card before anyone else can complete theirs. For a quicker game or for beginners, you can use the Acolyte Pact card, which features a common goal shared by all. The 2 most important card types in the game are ritual cards and demon cards. Ritual cards are what you'll be collecting and playing. Each one features one of 4 suits: daggers, skulls, candles, and virgins. You know, ritual stuff. And a rank, numbers 2 through 10, or a special rank, the Ace, Eater, Seeker, or Keeper. Demon cards are what you'll be using these ritual cards for. There will be one face up on a stack in the center play area and one in front of each player, their personal demon that only they can interact with. Demons come into play face up, with the other side hidden until later on. On your turn, you'll take 3 steps in order: draw, act, and reset. First, draw up to 6 ritual cards to fill your hand. You always draw at least 1 ritual card during this step, so draw 1 even if you already have 6 cards in hand. Next, in step 2, you can perform a variety of actions depending on what cards you have in hand and what strategies you're pursuing. Your first action option is to bind a demon. This could be the active demon on top of the demon stack or your own personal demon. Each demon has 4 binding requirements, one printed in each of its 4 corners. These requirements will either be suits or ranks. In order to successfully bind a demon, you'll need to play cards from your hand to match each of these 4 requirements. You can use a separate card for each requirement, or some cards that meet multiple. For example, this demon requires 3 daggers and 1 rank 4. If you played a ritual card with a dagger suit and a rank 4, that would count for 2 of the requirements, leaving you to find only 2 more dagger cards. An ace is a wild card. It can become any 1 rank you need when binding a demon, but its suit doesn't change. After playing the cards you'd like to use in your binding, other players will have a chance to disrupt you. We'll go over exactly how that works later on. If you do spend the cards required to bind a demon, discard them, take that demon into your personal play area, and flip it over. Each demon features text which takes effect immediately after you've flipped it. These abilities could be harmful or beneficial to you or other players, so be careful. An ability with hourglass symbols next to its name stays in front of you and its power remains in effect unless the demon would leave your play area for any reason. Well, hey, that leads us into our next action, which is releasing a demon. If you don't want a demon anymore, you can release it by moving it back to the bottom of the demon deck. This will put a stop to any nasty curse effects, but it will also mean you have 1 less bound demon for any pact requirements. After releasing a demon, you also get to draw 3 cards from the ritual deck. How's that for a bonus? In addition to binding and releasing demons, you can play ritual cards from your hand into the ritual card discard pile for various effects. Let's talk about the Seeker, Keeper, and Eater cards. If you play a Seeker on your turn, you get to choose another player and name one of the 4 suits. That player then has to show you their hand, and you can steal a card of that suit between the ranks of Ace and 10, but not the Seeker, Keeper, or Eater. Playing a Keeper card lets you pick a player and then declare odd or even. That player again shows you their hand, and you get to steal 1 card with an odd or even rank, depending on your choice. If you use the Seeker or Keeper on your turn and the chosen player did not have a card matching your declaration, then you get to draw 1 card from the top of the ritual deck to make up for it. Then you've got the Eater card, which works a bit differently. Instead of playing these on an opponent, you place them next to an unbound demon. From now on, if someone wants to bind that demon, they'll have to first remove the Eater by feeding it with any ritual card that matches its suit. There can be multiple Eaters attached to a single demon, in which case they'll all need to be fed before the demon can be bound. Another important card type is the Vessel. As an action on your turn, you can play 3 cards of a matching suit or matching rank in exchange for a Vessel from the Vessel deck. Vessels act as wild cards similar to the Ace, but with these, you can declare both their rank and suit as you see fit when binding a demon. Wow, Vessels are great! Except, the player to your left will have a chance to disrupt you if you've played a Vessel. Once all your ritual cards are laid out, the player to your left will declare whether they are willing or able to disrupt you. First, if they play a ritual card matching the rank declared for your Vessel card, they exorcise the Vessel. Your attempt fails, ritual cards return to your hand, and your turn ends immediately. If they're unable to exorcise the Vessel or there's no Vessel involved, they can still attempt to disrupt you by playing an Eater onto the demon in question. This eater needs to be fed by the active player immediately. If it can't be, you get your cards back and your turn ends. And even if you do feed it, that player gets another chance to play an eater. If they can't, then each other player in turn order has the same opportunity. Vessel cards are returned to the vessel deck rather than the general discard pile. The final card type to be aware of is the Mimic. Play one of these to force another player to show you their hand. Then you get to steal one non-vessel card of your choice. And that's what Mimics do. If you can't or don't want to take any actions on your turn, you can Purge. Discard your entire hand, then draw the same amount of new cards from the ritual deck. If you choose to Purge, you can't do anything else at all on your turn. Finally, on your turn, take the Reset step. Discard or draw until your hand size is exactly 5. Then refill any empty demon spaces, either your personal one or the active one, from the top of the demon deck. Players continue taking turns, binding or otherwise playing cards from their hands until one player has completed their secret pact. At this point, they announce that they have done so, and they are the winner of the game. In conclusion, prepare rituals, bind demons, keep, seek, eat, and mimic your way to demonic glory. That's Pixel Demon's Realm in a nutshell. Did you get all that?